start to the season that's yielded just 2 wins so far. This could be a good time to face Gillingham. However, league leaders at the start of the month, 5 straight defeats have seen Mark Bonner's men sink into mid-table. We've got to go back 20 years for the last time they lost 6 in a row. Holloway takes a watching brief today with the last of his 989 games in English football management back in December 2020. And he was the boss at Grimsby Town. Gillingham dropped just 5 points in their opening 8 games of the season before this wretched run of form. Good awareness to spot the run, and slightly overrun there, barging into the ball. McGregor, and an even worse challenge coming in right under the nose of the referee as well. The referee brandishing a yellow card for Grant Hall. Dieng on the end of it, only just recalled to the side, the 32-year-old. And in a crumpled heap on the ground, Dieng looks in some discomfort there. The referee, he's calling Hall back over to him. Anthony Backhouse, oh, he's shown him a red card. Well, that is a bizarre incident, really. It was a very, very late challenge, but the referee seemingly overturning his own decision. First of all, getting the yellow card out, but then, after time to consider, shows a red. Hall is off with just 9 minutes on the clock. And Ian Holloway, who's watching from the stands this afternoon, hasn't taken long for him to get involved already. Orchestrating things with the dugout. Deep cross from Dieng. Header away to the edge of the penalty area. Jaden Clark spots the overlapping run from Williams. It's a deep-looking cross. Hooked back into the box by Hutton. And the header is down off the crossbar. Danger still not over yet. It's a real goalmouth scramble. And it's wide somehow. Wally Hawkins with an absolute sitter of a miss. It was his header initially that came back off the bar, and the rebound wide of the post. Will Wright, former Gillingham player, with the long throw. It's away from danger, and a heavy touch, but volley back to Jack Bycroft, recalled in goal this afternoon with Gavin Gunning and Marcus Bigner in the dugouts. Clark slightly overhits that one though, and it's an easy one for Jake Turner to scoop up and bowl out. With a sizable following from Gillingham, this is a fixture that has a bit of needle to it. A bit of history going back to the 1970s, and a rivalry that was reignited in the 80s as well. As there are appeals for handball, nothing given, cut back, and it's Dieng. It had to be Dieng who scored the goal. The player who was fouled for Swindon's red card earlier in the game taps into an empty net. Jacob Wakeling latched onto the mistake there and cuts it back perfectly. And Gillingham take a 16th-minute lead. Mark Bonner has been pretty scathing of his players in recent weeks, calling for a reaction. He's getting it this afternoon. Drynan. Deep cross is flicked goalwards into the side netting. He's been one of the few bright spots for Swindon this season. Harry Smith, 2 in his last 2 matches, into the side netting there. Ogie gives it back. Space to look up and play the ball downfield. Comfortable football from the visitors as Coleman works it out wide. Another decent looking delivery, but it's headed away. Jaden Clark Hooked into the box. Dieng again, a flying save from Jack Bycroft. Right on half-time, a wonderful stop from the Swindon Town goalkeeper. £11 points is the lowest tally at this stage of the season for Swindon since 2005. And it could get even worse here, but for the challenge from the former Gills man, Will Wright. Just as Wakeling ball down on goal. Holloway has already orchestrated a tactical switch with that red card. They've gone to a back four. Miguel Freckleton coming on in the first half for Swindon at the expense of Joel McGregor. A tactical change. Cotterill combines with Wright, and it's worked out wide, and it's a cross that was, well, stopped in the end by Jake Turner, the goalkeeper. It was an awkward one to gather, but he got there. Mark Bonner was the August Manager of the Month in League Two, nominated for the September Award too. Don't think he'll be up for the award this month, but it would be a good way to go into the latter stages if they were to get something here. 2 minutes of stoppage time has been played. Ian Holloway in among those Swindon supporters who've stayed to the finish. He said he wants to bring the fun times back to the club. Well, it's been a miserable afternoon again for them here, with Gillingham just minutes away from victory. Flicked on by Smith now. And queuing up as Wright plays it through for Sobowale. It's a hook cross in, and it's headed in. 93 minutes on the clock, and Harry Smith is the hero for Swindon. 3 in his last 3 matches. And the team who played for 79 plus minutes with 10 men are back on level terms. Oh, just a minute or two ago, Ian Holloway might well have been wondering why he does it, why he wanted to get back in the dugout. That is just why. Gut-wrenching for Gillingham. Back to the goalkeeper, and maybe, just maybe, he can go for the winner. Well, there's no time for that, but Swindon celebrate like a victory. It was a backs against the wall performance. They had to dig deep. But with Gillingham leading for so long with the numerical advantage, Harry Smith pops up with the equalizer. And Gillingham had to settle for a point. It ends their losing run. And for Swindon, this feels like a bigger result than a draw.